Warning, viewer discretion is advised. A gunman has just opened fire at a crowded In-N-Out in Twin Falls, Idaho. Police say he'd pulled up in a white Honda Civic and fired without warning. We're not naming him. This story belongs to the victims and to the people who tried to save them. The first 911 call comes at 2:29 Saturday afternoon. Gunfire at the drive-thru. Ashley Garibay, working the window, is hit first. Christopher Clont, in his car, is next. Austin James, a former Twin Falls police officer, runs toward the gunfire. He's the third person shot. Badly wounded, he still draws his handgun before others pull him into a car. At the window, the gunman's pistol jams. He walks back to his car for a rifle. Inside, an off-duty Idaho State Police trooper moves employees and customers clear while he searches for the shooter. When the gunman comes back, they trade fire, and a man who'd stopped to help the wounded becomes the fourth person shot. A woman running from the restaurant takes cover behind the gunman's own car and finds the pistol he left behind. It's still jammed. She throws it away and keeps running. An armed bystander fires his own handgun at him. Police say that helped divert him from the restaurant. At the Tesla Chargers, he shoots 3 people in 2 parked cars. In the second car, Dale Schultz and his wife. What started at one payment window now spans an entire retail district. He heads for the Twin Falls Visitor Center. People inside see him coming, some get out, and the rest shelter where they are as he walks in. Employees from the nearby stores are already running for the canyon rim trail behind the building. On the trail, he meets Braxton Stubbe, an employee from a nearby store, who stops and talks to him. Police say those seconds let others coming down the trail turn back. As they part, the gunman fires at him and misses. He runs up the path as the first officers reach the rim, clearing a construction site and the canyon edge on reports of a possible second gunman.
Police! Can you hear me? Okay, do you see a man? Where'd he go? That way?
The officer finds the gunman off the trail, past the construction site. Police say he was already dead, a self-inflicted gunshot wound. His death isn't shown in the released video. From the first 911 call to this moment, about 9 minutes. Officers run down the reports of a second shooter and turn to helping the wounded, alongside firefighters and paramedics. Police later said there was no continuing threat to the public. 3 people were killed, 7 more were wounded. And as of the department's August 7th briefing, no motive has been established. Police haven't said why he did this, and we won't guess. The case remains open with Twin Falls detectives, the FBI, the county sheriff's office, and the Idaho State Police. Ashley Garibay was 23, from Stockton, California. She worked on an In-N-Out team that traveled to new restaurants to train their crews. Her family described her as adventurous, outgoing, smart, and driven, and she hoped to manage a restaurant of her own one day. Christopher Claunch was 59, from Hagerman, Idaho. A friend told the Associated Press that after finishing an alcohol recovery program, Claunch was hired by the same center and dedicated himself to helping other people get sober. Dale Schultz was 66, from Salt Lake City. A school administrator who knew his family called him a beloved parent and a gifted artist. His wife, Reinette, was next to him in the car. She survived, facing surgeries for her own gunshot wounds. The people who stood in his way were mostly ordinary ones. An off-duty trooper who traded fire with him from inside the restaurant, an armed bystander at the Chargers, Braxton Stubbe on the trail, Austin James, who ran toward the gunfire and was seriously wounded trying to stop him, and the man who was shot while helping the wounded at the window. Police haven't yet released his condition. Twin Falls Police put it plainly. Acts of heroism and rendering aid to those in need contributed to the saving of lives. In Stockton, Ashley Garibay's co-workers left candles outside the In-N-Out where she started. And in Salt Lake City, Dale Schultz's parish gathered on a Tuesday night to remember him.